The river Tigris, said to have watered the biblical Garden of Eden and helped in giving birth to civilization itself, is slowly dying.
From a historical standpoint, few waterways in the world hold as much importance as the Euphrates River. Thousands of years have seen it as an essential component of the Middle East's culture and environmental setting. The entire world was surprised by the recent events where the Euphrates River eventually halted its flow. The area has been greatly impacted by this event, causing widespread concern and leading to extensive research. The Euphrates River holds great importance in both history and culture. The Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians developed here in this historical location. People have been kept alive by its waters, and they have also assisted with trade. Over time, the vital role played by their waters in farming has led to the growth and prosperity of societies. The Euphrates River is drying up at a troubling pace because of various reasons. Climate change has caused significant changes to the river's flow due to an increase in unpredictable weather patterns. Furthermore, it has brought down the precipitation quantity. Human activities such as dam building, water diversion for farming, and excessive water use have further strained its already scarce resources. It will have numerous negative consequences once the river dries up. The repercussions for the environment are noteworthy. The river's water is necessary for delicate ecosystems, which suffer due to the loss of areas and species. Besides that, agriculture in this region, which mainly depends on Euphrates water, will encounter massive downfall. The consequences could be felt through economic instability and a lack of food supply. The countries around the Euphrates River are greatly affected, along with world politics, by its drying up. Conflicts may increase with the shared water resources, which are already causing stress. Cooperation between countries might become more challenging. Additionally, concerns over the long-term security consequences of this environmental catastrophe may have an impact on the distribution of power and alliances in the area. To alleviate the effects of the crisis, foreign partnerships and inventive ways of managing water have been instituted. The goal of these measures is to find lasting solutions. Nevertheless, problems persist with the effectiveness of these attempts. The implementation of a comprehensive and coordinated worldwide response is required. A crucial shift in the area is marked by the Euphrates River drying up at the end. The elimination of this prominent canal would not simply impact nature but also disrupt people's way of life. Enormous historical and political outcomes would result as well. To ensure a good future for the towns that rely on the Euphrates River, fixing this crisis right away is necessary. The Euphrates River is extremely significant in history, geography, and society. Being one of the longest rivers globally, it holds significant historical importance. It passes through multiple Middle Eastern nations and runs for approximately 1,740 miles. The journey begins in eastern Turkey's Armenian highlands and passes through Iraq and Syria. From its junction with the Tigris River, Shatt al-Arab is created and runs towards the Persian Gulf. The importance of the river in history cannot be emphasized enough. Mesopotamia's Sumerians were an old civilization that lived about 4000 BCE and relied on it extensively for nourishment and hydration. An increase in agricultural output near the Euphrates River led to complex societies developing and writing, law, and urbanization beginning. Trade and transportation greatly benefited from the Euphrates River. The Mediterranean Sea was linked to Mesopotamia. It simplified the task of meeting and learning for individuals belonging to different cultures. Many powers experienced rises and falls owing to this pivotal factor. The list of these powers includes the Babylonians, Assyrians, Persians, and later Islamic caliphates. Farming has greatly depended on the Euphrates River, which holds significant historical value. Countless people have earned a living due to this. The growth of important crops like wheat, barley, and cotton is essential for food production. Important as well for the area is economic stability. The river contains scenery that is the abode of an extensive range of plants and animals, including uncommon migratory birds. The southern part of the country, specifically its marshlands known as the Mesopotamian marshes, has a significant impact on sustaining environmental equilibrium worldwide. Named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this is what they are. The current trend of the Euphrates River drying up in recent years is worrying and troubling. Multiple reasons have caused this unhappy incident. The way it rains has changed due to climate change, causing less rainfall. The river's water level has decreased due to this. Building dams and consuming high amounts of water have also contributed to aggravating the issue. This has made getting enough water more challenging. The Euphrates River is now flowing much less because of this, entirely dried up in certain regions. When the river dries up, it has numerous unfavorable impacts, such as harming ecosystems and biodiversity and causing troubles with farming and food production. Harm is also caused to the local community and its way of life. Using sustainable water management practices is critical, as demonstrated by the Euphrates River's drying up. Working together to shield our planet's indispensable water resources from the impacts of climate change and human activities is crucial. An interesting and unexpected treasure trove has been discovered as the previously flooded Euphrates riverbed is being explored and excavated. The dry riverbank has enabled us to discover amazing things that shed light on the area's history and culture. The dry riverbed of the Euphrates has yielded significant findings of ancient ruins and buildings through ongoing archaeological studies. These were submerged and concealed below the water. We can learn valuable information about the ancient settlers along the river from these finds. Old towns, temples, and palace ruins have been detected by archaeologists. By doing this, they can understand the constructions, city layouts, and ordinary lifestyles of individuals in ancient times. Artifacts uncovered in the dry stream offer us a window into the area's past and its cultural heritage. In the past, pottery, statues, coins, jewelry, and other such things have been excavated. These artifacts enable historians to physically engage with history. They assist in reconstructing the intricate past of individuals who dwelled alongside the Euphrates. These discoveries have shed light on the past of this area, allowing us to learn more. The study of ancient civilizations and their interactions will be impacted as well. They give us plenty of details on the trade lines, cultural transactions, and technological improvements that unfolded along the Euphrates River. In addition, the revelations provide an exclusive chance for securing and recording these items and buildings before they succumb to either natural forces or human sabotage. While exploring the parched bed of the Euphrates River, we have an unusual opportunity to uncover and safeguard remnants of our coexistent human history. Make sure to seize this opportunity because it's rare. The discoveries made in the dry riverbed of the Euphrates reflect how essential this river has been throughout history. Our knowledge of antiquated societies is expanded through these, which additionally provide an authentic tie to previous eras. The region's cultural and historical heritage becomes more known to us. An important worry is the insufficient amount of water available. An important source of water for farming, drinking, and industry in the region is the Euphrates River. Places that use the river's water will find it difficult to have sufficient water as it dries up. Keeping crops alive has become difficult for farmers due to insufficient water levels, leading to harm to the farmland. Also, the growth of food is limited. The dependence of many area economies on agriculture makes food insecurity and economic uncertainty prevalent. Water shortages can result in conflicts over common sources of water. A river called the Euphrates flows through 3 different countries, namely Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. For a significant amount of time, distributing and using water has caused conflict in the region. Possible wars and strained ties between these countries could occur if there is less water flowing through, which could lead to rising tensions. A drying riverbed has numerous negative effects on the environment. Losing water in habitats endangers biodiversity. River-dependent aquatic species endure difficulties. Birds that migrate and eat in the river encounter difficulties while nesting. A wetland area called the Mesopotamian marshes has a delicate balance that is now at risk. This could pose a threat to both the lifestyle of residents and the continuation of unique plant and animal life. The economy and society see significant effects too. People who rely on fishing, tourism, and other river-related activities are negatively impacted when the Euphrates River dries up. Individuals required to relocate may potentially face social and economic difficulties. The difficulties at hand will intensify the predicament in this location. Additionally, it alters the geopolitical circumstances. The availability of water has consistently caused disputes. The political and security situation could worsen if the Euphrates River dries up. There may be wars and instability if nations compete for limited resources. To reduce the consequences, working alongside other areas is imperative in devising sustainable techniques for water management. It is important to implement efficient watering methods, encourage water conservation, and investigate alternative water sources. International unity and communication between countries that share a river are important for ensuring the fair and sustainable sharing of water. This will aid in the settlement of disputes over shared resources. The aridity of the Euphrates River leads to various outcomes in its vicinity. Some effects include fights over shared resources, a lack of water, social and economic problems, and environmental damage. In addition, there are geopolitical issues. In order to address these issues, individuals at the municipal, district, and global tiers must collaborate to guarantee that water resources are sustainably managed. Furthermore, it's crucial for them to maintain minimal harm to communities and ecosystems. With the Euphrates River drying out, various steps have been taken to address the environmental crisis. These measures aim to decrease its effects. To manage water supply sustainably is the goal of these projects. Furthermore, the projects aim to support communities and ecosystems in the area to address the consequences. Efficient water management strategies are crucial for preventing the Euphrates River from drying up. The aim is to secure enough water to meet the demands of people and their surroundings, which this will help with. An effective way to reduce water usage involves the encouragement of conservation practices such as reducing individual consumption, improving irrigation methods, and utilizing tools that can effectively utilize water resources. Optimizing the use of water and reducing waste are crucial when it comes to promoting healthy farming practices. Dams and reservoirs work as tools to control water flow. The effects of insufficient water can also be decreased. These structures have the ability to store water during times of abundance and then release it later when there is a shortage. The water supply remains more constant through this mechanism. Although assessing the advantages of these edifices as opposed to their likely influence on the environment and neighboring communities is critical over time. Protecting and restoring the native plants and forests in the river basin for reforestation and watershed management can increase the availability of water. Trees and other plants can effectively reduce soil erosion and increase groundwater levels. Making people aware of water conservation is highly important because it emphasizes its significance. Using it sustainably is also crucial. Gaining insight into how the drying of the Euphrates River affects various aspects can help individuals make contributions to long-term solutions. The tools for acting responsibly can also be given to them. If we desire to develop fresh technologies and tackle the issues caused by rivers drying up, investing in education and new concepts is crucial. By investigating methods for desalination, recycling, and reusing water, and implementing healthier farming techniques that consume less water, we can reduce our water consumption. While these attempts are crucial, there are still some problems present. Political rivalries and disagreements within the region can make it difficult for people to collaborate and create sound plans. A lack of resources and money can limit the scope and size of mitigation measures. To halt the drying up of the Euphrates River, multiple steps are necessary. Important roles are played by international cooperation, sustainable water management methods, safeguarding ecosystems, public education, and the development of new technologies. By working together and being proactive, the impact of the drying up of the Euphrates River can be minimized. Taking strong measures and implementing innovative ideas is necessary. So, if you find the video informative, then do like, share this video, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching our video today, and we will see you in our next video.